Welcome to Infocision Stadium in Akron, Ohio. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the South Alabama Jaguars and the Akron Zips. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Brewer will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Zips ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Malone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quick give. It's Malone. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's complete on the right side. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Sets his feet. It's Collins. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Breaks into the open. Past the 10. Touchdown, Zips. And they turn it into a defensive score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Right side, it's Hansen. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Taken down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Jaguars will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. play of this drive. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sets his feet. It's Collins. That's reeled in. It's Hansen. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Jaguars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Jaguars trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Out wide right, it's Marion. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Collins. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. He's looking to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you could give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll send the back in motion. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Man, how nice is it to have such a weapon in tight end? A guy that can catch the football and make people miss, but right here, break tackles, extend the play, make bigger chunks than what's really there. That's what can really make this offense dangerous.
The run inside. It's Danzy. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Now staring at a third and short from the 40. Quarterback keeper did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. They leave the offense on the field on this 4th and short from the 40. They'll send the tight end in motion. Needs it here on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's second and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's second and 6. Back to throw, it's Collins. He's going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Zips ready to go on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Hills. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Third and long right here. Motion from the wide receiver. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Trying to move them on the counter. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Second and long here.
Ready. 22.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look.
Hey, move. Go.
Second down to the air. Right side, it's Lacey. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Coleman Williams. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Sends it back in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Straight ahead, it's Birch. Turning it on. Dragged down.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Quarterback changing the play. Looking to throw for it. Move to his right. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh set of downs going up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 22 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Gators, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Wants to go up top on second down.
But how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. And now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got them backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive do you want to be? Because as a play caller, I know the defense can be aggressive, which also means I can take shots and sometimes make big plays.
Back open in the middle. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
The Zips line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Looking downfield, it's Collins. Out wide right, it's Hansen. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. The Akron offense ready to set up shop. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. All over him immediately.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. The play fake. Rush right in his face. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy, I'm just going to take it.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Big fullback's got it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Burris. There he goes. Runs through the tackle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a 1st down. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Zips. They move on top here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Phillips. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Could not make his way to the corner.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. QB got it himself. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
And the Jaguars in the hurry-up.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. See some running room. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Collins. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Hits inside, it's Phillips. He's past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, South Alabama. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. keeping it on the ground inside. It's Birch. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give is to Williams. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Maybe some room here. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Akron. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Collier. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Got the back over the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Still looking. Pulls it in. Makes the tackle.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job. Get it to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Out wide left, it's Hansen. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this D's been very solid all across the board. And it's got to be a fun unit to coach, especially when you got quarterbacks out wide that you can just depend on. You can leave him on islands, you can vary coverages, and you see it right here. He breaks on the football, he understands where it's going, and that's such a luxury to have a guy out there that you can trust for a whole football game.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Quick catch. How about that tackle to stop him short on fourth down?
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.